Climbing Rose, climbing rose, climbing rose. It is all about the climbing rose right now. Wow, they just popped in the past few days. Those tightly curled up buds just opened up. They're embracing this heat and they are gorgeous. So this is Rosa setigera, and we've been fostering these plants since we moved here, and we recognized that they were coming back in this old field that used to be mowed. I'm betting that the birds brought them in because there is some climbing rows in some fence rows around here, and they're not loved, as far as I know, fruit-wise by birds because they're a little bit bigger, but obviously somebody's spreading them around, so maybe mammals. But oh my goodness, look at this. So we've really been promoting them and fostering them because we hope to be able to create some incredible nesting sites for birds. And obviously birds don't need us to do that, but sometimes they do. We're taking out some multiflora rows around here that can really get going and be highly invasive in certain situations. We're leaving some in others. But what we're trying to do is replicate what multiflora rose does. And they have just amazing branching structure that allows for a lot of nooks and crannies for nests to be tucked into. And all of us know who watch birds that it's really important to have a tucked in spot for a nest because everybody wants to eat eggs and nestlings. And so what better way to help keep them safe than with a beautiful native plant? Now this one has a very different branching structure than multiflora rose, and so we are trying to create the same effect by promoting some co-inhabitors, people that are growing together or plants that are growing together. You know, I think of them as people because I talk to them all the time. So right in here we have blackberry and then climbing rose. And we have some other plants going on back here. There is silky dogwood and rough leaf dogwood, and so we're going to go look at some of these closer here. But look at the way those shoots come off of climbing rose. They really are long, and they will work on going up things that they're planted near. Now they can't grab hold really tight, and so we just kind of work on weaving them in. Now look right there. Sometimes they don't like what we do. I imagine that. Right there you can see that there is one of their stems going up that trunk, and we thought, how cool would it be if we can help that rose go up into the tree? But let's zoom in here. And you can see part of it is alive. That dead part we did last year. And so they said, no thanks. Maybe this new one will like to go up there. I'm not sure. We are just learning, everybody, as you all are. And right in here is where we really start getting some interesting patches. They're very dense with the climbing rose, and then also with young elm, cut plant, blackberry, and look, and of course, yes, those dogwoods. I mean, my goodness, look at this. Look how many blooms are here, and look at the path. We didn't do that. We really just did not do that. We have had to do some pruning strategically because the rose wants to keep coming towards the light, like almost every plant we know here. And so we'll just occasionally do some of that so that we can get by walking by and Steve can get by on the mower. Now, if you look in there, see, it's just, there's a lot more branching of different plants. And so these might be places where birds will nest. We will find out once all the leaves drop if they're using any of these climbing rose tangles or not. We sure hope they are. We just love this plant. It smells so great. The insects really love them, and I'm not seeing a lot on here right now. We definitely have a bit of a dearth of pollinators right now. I know the plants are ahead due to growing degree days, so something's up. But in many years, I'll see a whole bunch of insects on here. But we're not getting into that today. I just want to show you this beautiful plant that's native to, I believe, much of eastern North America. We are in central Ohio, and this plant requires nothing from us, and we really are going for plants that are like that. Plants that can hang with where they're growing and handle the heat. Today it's 93, I believe, and we're in this for about a week. That is pretty atypical for our part of Ohio right now. Yes, so we got a couple carpenter bees. That's exciting. Look, now that one, see, they're choosing where to go. Maybe that's what's up. They don't want to be controlled, just like we don't want to be. That end of the stem is going up into silky dogwood. This whole one is. So I think maybe they just want to choose where they're going. I'm just going to go out here, turn around, and then we're going to look at it from the other way because it's so beautiful. Look at it. Doesn't it look steamy out there? It sure is, but we're going touring anyways. This is what insects love. Okay, here we go. Take it in, everybody. Look at this beautiful path. Whenever you can, just make paths that you can't always see where you're going on, so that it kind of makes it exciting and you feel like your patch is bigger than it is. And then it also gives a really nice escape route for non-human lives that are around. If they're frightened of you going by, they can slip out undetected when you can't see them yet. I think this is just magnificent. This is American plum. And there's some insects hanging out under the leaves to stay cool. And then here we go. The end of the climbing rose. We'll keep you posted on nesting success, but let me leave you with this beautiful flower for the day. And while you're looking at the beautiful flower, I'm looking at a daddy long legs crawling across the brim of my hat. Okay, adios.